Let us start now the applications of potentiometer. And we have two applications in our syllabus. First is to compare the EMF of two primary cells. And second is about internal resistance. Okay. Now these two applications or experiments we are going to perform in the lab also. And these questions are important for the theory questions also. So first application, let us start. To compare the EMF of two primary cells, how potentiometer will be used. So first of all, the primary cells example you can remember, Leclanché cell and Daniell cell. These are two primary cells. Suppose their EMFs are E1 and E2, whose ratio we have to find out. Compare means ratio we have to find out. So you can see now, first of all, the circuit diagram. AB is the potentiometer wire, and on the left side of the circuit, we always draw the primary circuit, which is fixed, in which a battery, key and rheostat are connected. Battery is called auxiliary battery, which will send current to the potentiometer wire. Key's purpose is to switch on or switch off the circuit. That means the current. And this component is rheostat. Its purpose is to control the current. Okay. Now, here on the secondary side, we connect the circuit according to the need. So our application is here that we have to connect two primary cells. So we have connected two primary cells from the A point itself. So E1 and E2 denote the Leclanché and Daniell cell. Okay. Then we will provide two separate keys to these branches, and they are connected through the galvanometer and to the jockey. Now let us start the working. First of all, what we'll do, we will balance any one cell. So suppose our Leclanché cell, that means E1, we want to balance over the over the potentiometer wire. So what do we do? Only K1 we will close. Okay, only K1 we will close. Closed key is shown by putting a dot in the symbol of the key. Okay, now what will happen? Once the K1 is closed, now this jockey will be slided over the whole wire, and wherever the galvanometer gives zero deflection, that length, AJ length, will be noted. Okay, so that is the balancing length L1 for which cell? E1, because just now only E1 is connected in the circuit. E2 is not connected because this part is still open, so it is like disconnected. Okay, so we will write the balancing length and E1 ratio like this. So as we have discussed before, the principle of potentiometer is voltage is proportional to length. So that's why E1 is proportional to L1, which is the first balancing length obtained. Okay. Now we will remove this dot from K1. That means we will open this key and we want to close now K2. Okay. Now we will put the dot in K2. That means our E2 part of the circuit is closed. E1 part of the circuit is open. So E1 has now no role in the circuit. Okay. You can hide this branch and you can understand the circuit. Now E2 means Daniell cell is connected in the circuit. Jockey is in our hand. We will place the jockey over different locations over the wire, and wherever the galvanometer will give zero deflection, that means that cell E2 is balanced. So that length of AJ we will note now. It will be different from previous case. So this is now L2 suppose. So now we will write E2 is proportional to L2. Okay. So how we have done these two steps? First of all, K1 was closed and and jockey was slided over the wire and balancing length L1 was obtained. So we have to write E1 proportional to L1. Then we will close K2 and we will now find out the balancing length for E2 cell, second cell. So E2 is proportional to L2, means new balancing length. Now our target is what? We have to compare EMFs. Compare means ratio. So we will divide these two equations. Now as we divide the two proportional equations, they convert to equal sign. So thus E1 upon E2 is equal to what? L1 upon L2. So if we are asked to find out the ratio of E1 and E2, actually we have to find the ratio of L1 and L2, which is known to us. So thus, knowing the L1 and L2 values, we can easily calculate the ratio of E1 upon E2. So this is the first application of potentiometer, and easily we can find this ratio. And this E1 and E2 means EMFs of the two cells. How it is ensured that these are two EMFs of the cell? Because whenever we are taking the balancing length, we are finding the balancing length, that time the galvanometer is at zero deflection. That means that cell is representing EMF. Okay? Because cell is not giving current, any current. Okay? Only it is connected in the circuit, but it is not giving current at that time. So this is the first application, working and diagram and formula. 3 steps.